All right. Good afternoon. This is Tim Miyake. Welcome you to the sermon. Today is the third day of March 2024, and I'm welcoming you to another edition of the sermon. Uh, this is the first Sunday of the month, and that sets the piece and, of course, the theme for the month. And the theme for the month is pathways. And for the purpose of today's discussion, I'll be looking at the pathways to prosperity. Pathways to prosperity. Now, there is a lot of talking about, there's a lot of messages about prosperity, but I'm going to be giving you my own perspective of what I think prosperity is based on my experience and based on how much I've studied and I've observed. Now, but before I describe or rather give you a definition, my own simple definition of what prosperity is, let us quickly define what wealth is. That too, in my own context. Wealth for me is the accumulation of riches, all right, and assets, streams of income, you know, properties, and all of that that makes life easy, that makes it better for you, all right. That is wealth. Now, prosperity, all right, prosperity in the context for our discussion today is all of this wealth plus peace of mind, contentment, and philanthropy. Now, when you have this combination of wealth and then the ability to share the wealth with peace of mind and contentment with what you have, then you're prosperous. Now, if this is a desirable status, this is a desirable thing, how then do you stay on the path to prosperity? There is a path to this. And how do you stay on the path to this prosperity? Now, let me quickly share a story. Yesterday, I took a drive to the highway to Abuja. I had a client I needed to meet up. And on my way towards Abuja, I noticed a lot of activity. I noticed big lorries, small trucks, big trucks, flashy vehicles, rickety vehicles, all headed that way. Vehicles with capacity to carry few people, capacity to carry many people, rickety vehicles on the speed lane, and flashy vehicles and speedy vehicles on the slow lane. And I saw many people with different expression on their face headed that way, waving vehicles headed that way, pointing towards Abuja. And on my way back, I still noticed something very interesting again. The majority of the people I saw there standing headed towards Abuja, almost all of them are gone. Either some of them had given up their plans to travel, or some of them had already gotten vehicles. And now, those vehicles they got, some of the vehicles are either comfortable, some of the vehicles are not comfortable, some of the vehicles are fast, some are slow. Some of these people, unfortunately, might not even get to their destination. Some of these people might get there in comfort, some of them are going to get there stressed, some of them are going to get there probably injured, some might even get there dead, unfortunately. Now, some of them might not actually be headed to Abuja. Some might be headed before there or even after, beyond Abuja, right? So it doesn't matter. But the point is, that is the highway to Abuja, and that is the activity I saw there. And the vehicles I saw headed towards Abuja when I was headed that way too, when I was coming back, none of them was there. It's possible most of them had already moved. So now the point is, all those people that were standing there at that point, and all those vehicles that were there at that point, all of them are going to get to their destination at different times and in different conditions and in different states. If that is agreed, let's go back to the pathway to prosperity. It's not so different on the pathway to prosperity. Prosperity is like a destination, and there is a path that leads to that prosperity. All right. Now, the ticket you need to be on the path of prosperity is the same thing as a ticket the vehicles and the people on the highway to Abuja needed to be on the highway. Now, for you to be on the highway to Abuja, you need to probably have some money. You are going to pay for your fare, or your vehicle has to have good insurance, good tires, and you have to spend money to fuel. And in fact, that's one of your tickets. The ticket for your vehicle to be on the road to head towards Abuja is that it's okay, it has fuel and all of that. And for you, as a passenger or a traveler, you need to have some money to pay or something you need to give in exchange, and that is your ticket to get to Abuja. All right, different tickets, but you need to have a ticket to get to your destination. So now, on the path pathway to prosperity, the ticket you need to be on that pathway to get to that destination is your ability to create wealth. So once you have the ability to create wealth, irrespective of how much wealth, because in this context, the wealth I'm talking about is relative. The man in the village with 3 goats and 2 chickens might be the wealthiest man in that village. The man with multi-billion naira in Chicago might just be the most wealthiest person there. All right, so it's relative. But the point is your ability to create wealth, however the wealth is, whatever the amount of wealth is the ticket you need to be on the path to prosperity. And the ticket you need to stay, all right, the requirements, the rule you need to stay on the path to prosperity is your ability to be contented, your ability to share your wealth, your ability to be contented with your wealth, your ability to share your wealth, your ability to have peace of mind with the wealth that you have, or the wealth you're creating, and the wealth you're sharing, and the wealth you're contented with. That is what will keep you on the pathway to prosperity. And it doesn't matter how soon you get there, and it doesn't matter in what form you get there. It doesn't matter how fast or how soon you get there. The point is, if you remain on the path to prosperity, you will definitely get prosperous. So long as those vehicles remain on the highway to Abuja and nothing stops them, they will get there. They might get into trouble, they might have flat tires, they might experience accidents, they might have diversions, they might see potholes and things can happen. So many circumstances, some circumstances even beyond their capacity might happen along the way. But as long as they remain on the path to prosperity, or rather to their destination, they're going to get there. And the same thing for you. If you remain on the path to prosperity, circumstances are going to happen. Things are going to shake you. Things are going to turn around. Things are going to get bad. But as long as you remain on the path of prosperity, certainly you're going to get to your destination. So today, I just want to urge you to find a way to create wealth and then be on the path of prosperity. But the beautiful thing is this: who gives you the grace to have peace of mind with your wealth? And who gives you the grace to share? And who gives you the grace to be contented? It is only God that can do that. So you pray and ask God to give you the wisdom to be able to create wealth, and then to keep you with all of these qualities of peace of mind, the grace to share, and then the grace to be contented on the path to prosperity. And you will prosper, and you will be prosperous beyond measures. I love you. Stay out of trouble and remain prosperous this much. Until I see you again next week, I love you so much. Bye.